I think we're on the air. Do I have any sound effects here? Okay. I think I'm two on the air. I forgot to unmute myself. There we go. I don't need to hear myself saying, you don't need to hear an echo of me saying stuff, right? Anyway, here I am doing stuff. I got distracted by my own silly little channel. Uh, Everything is making voices. So anyway, on Wednesday, what happened was I fell asleep. It was terrible. There I was, minding my own business. Okay, gotta start that stream soon. And then next thing you know, I was unconscious on the floor. It was pretty sad. It's not true. I wasn't unconscious on the floor. I was honk shoe me me meing right in bed. Well, 35 stream streak. Congrats, Ill Philly. I did a little work on this yesterday, as I recall. Not much, just a little. Just enough so when I came back today, I'd remember what I was doing. In theory. In practice, I don't really remember what I was doing. Where am I? Who am I? Where am I going? Okay, what I'm doing here is, right, as I recall, Monday feels like it was so long ago. Like Monday and Tuesday felt like they lasted forever. And then yesterday, Wednesday, and okay, that's interesting. And then Wednesday and Thursday just kind of like zipped by. Wow, that is, I don't know why giant eyeballs appeared there. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Now, checking all these. Now, as you recall, on Monday, this animation was not showing at all. Now it's showing wrong. I bet I know what the problem is. Shut. The heck is this? Shot one. Okay, no looping. It should be going faster. Let's try. It's 1/3 of a second, and it's 7 frames. It has to show all 7 frames in 1/3 of a second. So let's actually show it really fast. There we go. Is that hitting? I am not sure if that's hitting. Let's see. Yes, it's hitting. Oop. Oh, odd, I didn't get a subscriber message. I have. Where are my subscriber messages? Why are they not playing? Oh, did I absolutely have a new subscriber message. My chat. I don't see chat. There we go. What? Oh, that was the new subscriber message. I thought it was a message from, yeah. Oh man. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Okay. So, got all my attacks. Got all my attacks. Got all my attacks all attackied out. Now comes the tough part. This one brings this to value. Now, I should. Okay, okay. There. Okay, okay. Right, it shows the whole. Okay, okay. Ow. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just babbling to myself, but I'm trying to figure out is did I send in to this routine from the main routine the health of both pieces? Here we go. Send data. And okay, send data. Okay. I'm not even going to, I need to look at the thing at the bottom. Yes, okay. There we go. Pieces entering battle. There we go. So health is, okay. Now, the question is, yeah, I think I'm not going to put Body 2 and Shot Body 2 will eventually have copies of Body 1 and Shot Body 1's routines. And that is probably not the most efficient way to do that. I could probably come up with a way so that I could have, uh, yeah, yeah. Hmm. So I could have the controller just work on whichever piece. Hmm. A way that both pieces are player one depending on your setting. You know, I'll keep that in mind. But right now, I think I should, new soda. Finished old soda. Start new soda. Don't dump soda on computer me. That would be bad. If I dump my soda directly into my computer, the stream's ending early. Just so you know. And forever. No, not forever, but anyway. Peace. Okay. Where is hit? That's the one I want to look at. The line that says hit. Here. Yeah. So we need P1. It's not. Hold on, hold on. Oh, okay. P1 and P2. Okay. 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 Function. Funk. And battle. Mode. Okay. Chess mode equals movement. Okay. That's right there. I knew there was one right here. I don't know. I couldn't find it. I was looking right at it. Equals, oh, equals, movement. Not equals, equals. Okay. Disable shock body collision. Yes. Okay. So we have an end of battle function. That's good. Now hit. Oh, okay. Uh, I guess I really don't need P1 health here, because that check will be the thing that changes P1's health will be in an entirely different script. But you know what? I'm gonna put it there anyway, so I have it in case I need it. It's not like it's gonna take up that much extra memory. And we got here P1 health equals P1 1. P2 health equals P2 1. No. Let's put it up here. There. P1 Victor Boolean false. There. P2 Victor in true. False. No, always false. Except there's no such thing as a boolean. It's a bool. You fool! A bool. Um, oh, there. Can't use a hyphen. That's a minus sign. Which script is this? Oh, this is battle script. I want it here. I want it all the way up here. God, hang on. Is forward here? Yeah, chest forward is defined here, so I can alter it here. I can alter it here most easily, too. What is player one array? movement. Battle. The player one array up there, and I don't know what it's for. I made it. I should know what it's for. This. Oh, I see. Delta. Yeah, I don't think I need this. Actually, I'll leave it there. Just in case I do, turns out I do need it. Comment it out. Body one. Remove E2's piece from the board. I think what I want to do is call chess. Chess. And battle. Wait. S. Which is up here in chess. Yes. No. No, no. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. I'm trying to hold too much of the program in my head at once. I need to look at what I'm doing. I need to see. Okay, so X and Y here. Yeah, I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. So X and Y are still the same. Good. That is good to know. So, chessboard. So let's put it here. Funk. Return from battle. If ooh, no, result. If result P1, then no. There we go, P1. Then pass L if result equals P2. L if result equals okay. Are we doing with a colon? Okay, there we go. Any way to check for a DKO right now, but no, I guess I can. I guess I can. Hmm. Dang, hang on. This function is called from two separate places. Or it will be called from two separate places. Hmm. So I want to be able to set this up correctly. I need things. What sets battles true? Put it here. What? This is in movement. Okay. Okay. That that should do. So, where is the thing that sends? Here we go. Battle health P1 health P2 equals equals P1 1 P2 1. There we go. Okay. Okay. There. So now, so if P1 health less than or equal to 0 and P2 health less than or equal to 0, then at go. Okay. Chessboard. There we go. And there we go. And that's how I will do it. Okay, so did I have to? Okay. So I want to return from battle, result, peace. In fact, so I could do this right now. Chessboard equals 0. I think that's correct. So this will be chess equals okay. I guess it doesn't matter if it's P1 or P2. Because it's going to be the same command either way. No, it's not. No, it's not. P1 health. Right. So it will be P2 health. Okay. Oh, forgot the perfect. Perfect. This should do it. This should do it. Perfect. 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 So, net battle, collision area, body 1. So, can I call movement directly from here? And not. Equals chess. Chess plus. I don't want movement. So 0, 1, 2. Because health. So I don't need these variables. I want to change them directly in movements. I want to have only one set of health. I don't want to be passing it back and forth. Um, yeah, I don't need this. The only problem is I do need the full information of the string that's coming through. Not just this. So I need a full piece name. And yeah, let's, I don't think I need two here, but yeah, it's fine. Should be 900. Okay. Well, body one. Okay, hit. Health. Movement, health. Uh, okay. P1 health. Okay. Two health equals two health minus damage minus armor. P1 damage minus P2 armor. Okay, so I do have P1 value, P2 value. Okay. Defense, there it is. And I do have piece 2 value, yes. Okay. So it's... Okay. So P1, so we want damage, P1, let's remove this so it'll show me my variables. Why do I have another thing there? Okay. Edge, P, piece 1 value, minus defense, piece 2 value. There. If movement, it's doing it. My brain, it's doing it. This is happening. Look at it. It's happening. It's happening. Less than or equal to 0. Then this doesn't need to be here. The function I need to call is called get. In fact, no. Okay, okay. So call end of battle. I probably don't even need to call end of battle. I can just drop this directly here. I don't think I actually need a function for this. And then I want return No. Um, movement, return from battle, uh, P1, comma, uh, this. Let me look at this. Peace, right, okay. And peace is, hang on, what do I call that? Full piece name? Peaceful name? Full piece name one. So, where's the calling function? There it is. It was a string, right? Full piece name is a string, right? Yeah, okay. I technically don't need P2 here, but there we go. So full piece name P1. Now, let's hope I haven't had the thing going the whole time there. In theory, actually, where is hit? So print debug remaining. There. Oh, lowercase d. Um, why do I have? Why am I just putting random colons in? I've got colon cancer. Ha ha ha! It's not funny. Probably broken. Oh no, it's working. Okay. Okay. Let me also remove some of these random things down here. 188. Okay. We're going to technically still running even. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Crashed. So that means I set this wrong. So movement is incorrect. This is not right. Let's see here. 0, 1, 2. No, that is correct. That is correct, but I don't know if it just. Let me try rerunning it from scratch. Make sure everything's working correctly. Ah, okay. Let's see here. The thing. Let me check body. Body. So there's a variable here that won't let me. Let's just want to check to make sure I can't move. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's the thing that sends it to, can't move, can't fire. Let's see, 60 frames. 60 minus 18 is 42, so it's actually negative 42. Actually, negative 60. So it'll hit 0. Should hit 0. Bonk. Okay. Okay, it almost, as you can see, it almost works. There, temp string equals chessboard 0. What? The chessboard vector 2i. Ooh, did I set something wrong? I might have set something wrong. I might have replaced oh, I did. This should be 1. Okay. Oof. Messed that up. Okay. Hang on. Of course, it didn't. Okay. Uh, I want to see print debug x y. So, I don't know if I'm even showing the game screen here. I'm not, but the important thing right now is this mess. So, don't need to show. Ugh, gotta restart it. Game starting. Okay. Mm, okay, okay. Thank you for following. things going on here. Definite weirdness going on here. Hold on a second, let me bring it up. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on here I have to fix. First one is I can apparently attack myself. So if I don't move and I select the square, then it shows a player 2 on the other side, but the ID of the square of the pawn I'm attacking right here shows that I'm attacking myself. That's that's weird. So I'm returning to with 10 hit points because apparently P2 health is not it's okay. But the weird part is these. First of all, I don't know why. Oh, I see the square moved. Yeah, there's some weird things going on here. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to attack. The problem is it does not move. It thinks this pawn. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so it thinks that this pawn. Wrong button. It thinks this pawn is in this square and this square. Ah, so I could actually technically move it. Yes. Right, that probably won't happen in the final game because the pawn will be promoted to a different piece. But anyway, the problem here. crashed, so just close that. So, was me attempting to move the thing. So the problem is over here. Not capture piece. I want return from battle. Needs to remove the piece corresponding to the one that was erased. Then remove both sprites. And then remove P2's sprite. Remove P2 sprite and move P1 sprite into its position. Into P2's previous position. P1 sprite, remove P2 sprite, P1's previous position. So, this is pawn move. Yeah, I'm gonna have a different movement for each thing. Probably. Okay. 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 Let's go back up here. Ah, there we go. Where x coordinates, where y coordinates. Okay. Okay. And then the thing where I... Ooh, it's been too long since I... Okay. Okay. So I want... Oh ho, selected pawn name. Okay. This. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, send pawn in. Okay, so pawn gets sent in. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Uh, okay, let me do a. This is more annoying than I thought it would be. So let's see here. I need I need okay, okay. Okay. What script is this? What script am I looking at here? Okay. That's good, that's fine. I went move it. Look at that. There we go. Right. Are these sprites? These are sprites. Ugh. I say for because I think they'll need to be animated sprites. Change textures on the fly. It's something worth checking, because if I can reload the sprite, I probably can. If I could reload the sprite and rename. Right, that's why I gave them A through H. They could have all just been technically been pawn one, but it doesn't let me name different nodes with the same name, so I gave them all different names. Uh, that's distracting me from what I need, what I'm trying to actually fix here. Okay, so now I sent. Okay, function capture piece. Okay, put return to battle all the way at the bottom so I could find it more easily. Okay. And then remove both sprites. Hang on. Piece one, piece two. Okay. Okay. Where's my... Here we go. Okay. Good. Good. It will send back. I need it to send back both piece names so I know which one to remove. Which one to keep, which one to remove. Chessboard. Okay. I'm at movement, right? Okay. Get node. Aha. I need to set. Yeah, right. If result is P1, then that means it's being returned from body 1. And so I can assume that everything in body 1. No, I can't assume anything, actually. Because body 1 can attack body 2. Player 1 can attack player 2, and then player 2 can win, obviously. In which case, player 2 does not move. Player 2 doesn't move into player 1's spot. Oof. No, that's okay. Either way. Either way. Either way. Okay. Okay. Gotta think. Gotta think. Okay. Let me not just sit here and think. Let me do some typing. If P1 attack player 2 and wins, then P1 moves into P2's spot. P2 attacked P1 and P1 wins, then P1 doesn't move. Because hang on a second, do I have a variable here for that? I don't. It should be here. The variable should be here. Yes, yes, okay. Okay. Not as difficult as I thought, because I can tell who attacked who, because I have a variable for whose turn it is. The question is, where did I put that variable? Active player. There it is. So, where's return? Go all the way back down. So we get this means active player equals 1, and this is chess active player equals 2. Right now I want to always be player 1's turn. There we go. So that's how to figure it out. Who moves into which space? Match. Chess. Active player. 1. There, P1. Piece 1 temp equals still have the variable. Okay. Var piece 1 temp equals, hang on, piece 1, no. Temp 1. There we go. Let's try that. There. In fact, okay. Let me guess, it says they're not used. Yes, they're not used. That's fine. Oops. Piece 1 temp global equals X. Pass here. And I need chessboard. Okay. Deletes both pieces from the board. Temp global. Uh, uh, equals X coord. X X it X coord X Y coord Y. I don't know why I keep typing chord instead of coord. And that should do for now. 2. Hold on a second. Actually, no. I want this here. And in fact, starting X, starting Y, not a real, not an actual value? Huh, that's okay. Let me leave that there for the moment. Okay. Okay. Crap. Okay, now. I need, let me copy these. Starting X and starting Y need to be up here. Find globally. Now, this needs to be defined here. Which means I can get rid of these two for no, this doesn't need to move at all, does it? So I think yes. Okay. Remove both sprites. So the sprites are not actually being removed. They're just being moved way off the board. You know, like I'm literally taking them off the board. So, will this work? I don't know. In theory. In theory, it should work. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Oh, is. Oh. Would help if I gave the variable the right name. Set. Hang on, just make sure. You gotta, and then reset the window over here. I don't know why it still does not update that properly, but okay. Yeah. Bingo. Not reset pieces properly for some reason. Whoops. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that bug is expected. That's that's expected. I attacked an invisible piece and it tried to move the piece, and since the piece does not have a corresponding sprite, it when it tried to find the sprite, it crashed. Piece 2 temp does not exist. And I tried to attack bishop 2a, and there is no bishop 2a. So, not a problem, or not a long-term problem that I have to fix, just a problem for now. Still some weird things going on here. I want to check init battle. Player 1, player 2. Because it's initializing the positions oddly. Body 1. Uh, body, let's check battle here. So battle, I want the battle script. Let's see here. Init battle. 1 second. Okay, yeah, that's good. I want to initialize the positions of both pieces before the pause. The pause should be the last thing that happens. Uh, Body 2 attacking timer equals. Hmm. Yeah, the pause should be at the end because this will set up which. These will set up which sprites to use for each player. Okay. And let's take a look. Take a look at what's happening here. Something happening here. Well, it ain't exactly clear what's going on. There's some pieces and they won't move. There's a bug I'm gonna have to look into probably on my free time because it's gonna be pain in the neck. Yeah, probably not on stream because this problem is annoying because sometimes I start the game and I can't move and I don't know why. I also don't know why it automatically shoots when the battle starts. It shouldn't be doing that. But anyway, stab, stab, stab. Good. Now, weird. Mm, mm. Okay, that's the next thing I have to figure out. Why, when selecting a piece and not moving it, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. The ability to select yourself as the target of attack. I mean, the piece is still there. Why sometimes selecting a piece makes another piece disappear? Don't know why. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the problem here is cancel. Let's go back to movement and hit check the piece selected, pawn selected uh, routine. The chessboard is blank. Okay. Else. Blank. Hang on. check. I mean, somewhere in here I want to make sure it's not still on its starting square. Okay, this is what happens. This is if you move into an empty space. This is if the space is not empty. If x not equal starting x and y is not equal to starting y. Okay, if x else it just unselects it. Okay. Oops. There we go. And let's see. Start. Okay. Can't attack yourself anymore. Hitting. Okay. Something is not resetting the health properly at the beginning of a fight. So that's... yeah, now it's time to just check out all the little gooflisses here. So we got Battle GD. So we got Init Battle. Let's see here. Except it shouldn't have to initialize the value at the start of the fight. And... let's see here. Cooldown counter. It equals 0. Uh-huh. Cooldown timer. Now it shouldn't attack immediately when a fight starts. Um, what? Oh, damn it. Okay, of course I named them different things. Cooldown counter. Let's see. And it crashed, of course. Well, it did crash. We saw it crash. We all saw it crash. We all saw it crash. Great. I'll switch the window to I'm sure. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. And it attacked anyway. How weird. I don't know where it thinks I am. Interesting. I can't move this piece. Select it, but I can't move it. And the other pawn is here, even though it doesn't appear to be. Oh, right, and it crashes because it's trying to move a non-existent piece. Huh. I'm just really tired. So it's time for another sip of Coca-Cola. And I need time for that old game. Uh, of what the hell am I doing here? Okay, books, pieces. When moving a pawn, sometimes another pawn, already moved pawn will teleport to the pawn's starting square. To the right will not disappear. Shot is already active. Then already active. This one in there, even though, yes, not yes, yet. So when moving a pawn, sometimes another already moved pawn will teleport to the selected pawn's starting square and stay there. Sometimes when defeating an enemy pawn, its sprite will not disappear or move, technically. Yeah, the sprites don't disappear, I just move them off the board. In relation to side of the board. Anyway, two, of course, will be add in the rest of the Galdang pieces and, and make them move. And chess attack, by which I mean attack on the chessboard, not attack in the battle mode. Say that, so I can't assume that I'll know what the heck I was thinking when I wrote this. I look at it in 2 weeks and go, well, what the heck does chess attack mean? They're all chess attacks. I think what I need to do. Hmm. Okay, so that's good. There's some ideas. So let's go back here and let's see right here. 4i in 8, 4j in 8. Just print, not print debug, just print. Chessboard, vector 2i, I comma j. J comma I. I want to go cross. Print, print, line break. Okay, and this is when it's returning from battle. And also want and no here. With that same thing right here. So yeah, I'm not going to bring up the screen. I want to look at the debugger down here. It's going to be spammy, but let's see here. So yeah, this is across the screen. You know, I probably don't need that. No, I do actually, because I want to see what's happening when the pieces are moving weird. And you know what? I do want IJ. I do want to do vertical first, then horizontal. Should probably make this a function. It's fine. It's fine. I do want vertical than horizontal, so let's put a double line break at the end. So I can relatively easily see what I'm doing. Yeah. So let's see here. This one. Okay. It's adding 100 lines with each one, so. Okay. I'll just shoot a lightning bolt at him. There we go. Okay. Now, hold on. I saw that. still attacking. It's still doing the battle mode stuff in the movement mode. That's the problem. Body. F. A second. So every time I'm hitting the button, it's attacking here. If chess mode equals turn. Should not be doing any of this. There's the problem. I think that's the problem with everything. Wait. Wait, hang on. Why did it copy the, it might have copied it due to, pawn 1b, pawn 1b. Yes, pawn 1b. C, D, E. This should be pawn 1e. I'm moving, but there's 2 copies of pawn 1b, and apparently 0 copies of pawn 1a. No, there's 3 copies of pawn 1b. One here, and one here, and one here. Take a look at the... Okay, yeah, pawn at 1a is where it's supposed to be. There's something. It's not unselecting properly. This 1b is in 2 different places. That's why it disappears when I select this one. Because this is also pawn 1b. Do I have the screen up? No, I don't. I'm pointing at things, and the things I'm pointing at you can't see. So here's the problem. Pawn 1b is here. Pawn 1b is also here. Pawn 1b is also here. It's all the same pawn. And that's not right. Meanwhile, pawn 1e, which is supposedly right here, this is an empty space. Let me move that 2 spaces forward so I can look once again. Holds down. Yeah, C, D, F. So I just moved G. That's in the correct place right here. Pawn 1A is in the correct place. But we have pawn 1B and pawn 1B and pawn 1B. In 3 different places. Okay, I'm going to do an attack here. Pawn 1G, I believe that was. Pawn 1F. So let's go all the way down, take a look. So yeah, that's pawn 1G. Right, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Right, so there's pawn 1G right there. Pawn 1G is still here, too. Okay, so it's not removing. Hang on. Yeah, so it's not removing pawn 1g properly when it comes back. It's not resetting the square properly when it comes back. And the problem here is obvious and one I should have seen a lot sooner. I need to make the x and y coordinates of each piece inherent to the piece, to the crap. Crap. Okay. Let's go back to Notepad here and just scribble some random thoughts. Redo chessboard from scratch instead of being an array with pieces on it. Have the x and y coordinate part of the pieces themselves, not part of the board. I managed to spell coordinates so badly, but wait, did I actually spell it correctly? Doesn't look right. Coordinates. Two O's is right. That word doesn't look right. Coordinates. Right, that's why it doesn't look right. That doesn't look right either. Coordin. Okay, don't know why that was so hard. Forgot how to spell words. The piece itself, not part. So how would I do that? Because that would be a lot easier. Be a lot easier to keep track of them that way. If each piece had its own x and y coordinates. Hang on. I think I can do this. X and Y. Yeah. that would probably be easier in the long run. But oh geez, that requires a lot of messing with stuff. And that has its own set of pitfalls, making sure two objects are not on the same square. Correction. Have the x and y coordinates of each piece be part of the piece itself and part of an overall chessboard array. Because otherwise, I would have to check the x and y coordinates of each and every single piece every time I wanted to move anything to make sure there was nothing in the way. If I do this, then if I do this, attack, defense, speed, etc., can also be on the piece instead of or battle script. No, no, the piece type integer can be on the piece instead of. No, that's not actually. That should be fine. What I have is fine as is because it pulls it out. Hmm. So I'm just thinking ahead to what this game will look like when it's finished, and I can't look forward. I can't look that far ahead right now. Pieces off screen. Make sure they communicate. Maybe each turn the chessboard array clears, and then the updates with the x and y all pieces. Hmm. Hmm. Yay, bulleted list. Um, yes, save as markdown. It's fine. Oh, now it's a Chess MD. Okay. Chess Plus stuff. Medical doctor. Starring medical doctor Chess Plus stuff. They're communicating. And then this will be an indent. And then the pieces position the board will be based on its internal x and y. And crud, I need a class. I need to define a class for chess, for pieces. That will solve all uh, some of my problems. Can't believe I didn't think of that. Now, so it's that time again. It's time for me to learn a thing. Can I define classes in Godot? I think I can. Mm, fantastic. Fantastic. It does exist. Pain in the neck, but to uh, newly created class will be available in other GD files and scenes in Godot. Do not want a do not want a there we go. Yeah, I want a new class, which I believe is going to be the closest thing to a record I can do. And then I can put, oh, this will, can put the movement and even battle routines in the class. In the class, so we'll have a copy of it and be able to move on to uh, uh, to not move on their own, but X function having to uh, I can make the movement and battle functions part of the class. Then we'll need 16. So I'll need 16 variables. Incorrect. 32 variables, each of this new class, one representing each piece. Each variable representing each piece. This seems a little messy. So why do we have to put the movement routine? So am I going to have to add a script to each and every Uh, hmm. I don't have to add a script to each and every piece? That doesn't seem right. Oh, I'm still learning stuff about Godot. I'm still learning stuff about Godot. I'm learning stuff about Godot. Do 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 do. Yeah, because didn't clear that one B. Didn't clear that one B. Throw a rock at it. Yeah, there's one B, one B, one B. Oh, worse. One B. Okay, yeah, something is not moving. I'm not moving it correctly after each battle because I see one F and one G are here, but one F and one G are also here, and I see one B here and one B here, but I also see it here and here and here. So something in the return from battle function is not working correctly. Hooray! Here. Oh, it is not clearing the not clearing the original piece. It is wait. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Hmm. Print. It doesn't. Okay. Because wait, this is the problem. No, that should be. That needs to go there. I think that's right. And I need to restart this to make sure it's working properly. Okay. Now, take a look down here. Yes. Okay, appears to be clearing it properly now. appears to be clearing it correctly. Let's take a look down there. Rock at him. No, that's correct. 5566. That's 55 was the starting position. 66 is where it ended up. Good. So it cleared 55. Another piece. Now I've changed that. All down. Yeah, okay. Now having coordinates makes it a little easier. Okay. 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 Can't actually attack anything with this pawn. It's stuck. One H. Okay. I seem to have made it. I seem to have fixed it. There's one C, one F, G, H. Okay. I seem to have fixed that little error. It was not resetting the space properly. Okay. The problem where it starts off a battle with a shot already out and in motion. I suspect is related to the fact that the attack button, the start the battle button, and the attack button are the same button. I, I wish. I mean, maybe there is one. Input. Godot engine. I want to take a look at input again. There's got to be a way to clear. I wish. I'm not sure if there is a way to clear an action when selected. So I'm hitting the key that starts the. It's just keyboard controls right now. I'll add in proper controller functionality later, but action just pressed. Because the button is hit and the battle starts in the same frame, it thinks the button, the action carries over. The action, it still recognizes that the button is hit because it's still the same frame, even if you just tap it. Especially if you just tap it, doesn't care if you hold it. Hmm. Mhm. Well, while I'm thinking about that, uh, I shall return in a moment. Yeah, gonna just drift away and perform some actions. That doesn't sound right. Go get myself a snack. What? No, no, I don't think so. Dinner will be soon. I shouldn't go have a snack right before dinner. That's not a good idea. So I'm gonna stare at this and try and figure out. Uh, Actually, if I want to do anything before. So I'm not sure if I fixed that one. So yeah. Did I accidentally start? Did I accidentally start? No, I did not. Okay. Just shoot the crap out of that guy. Okay, what just happened there? Okay, that time I did make a copy of it, and I think I see why. I think I see why. Because there's pawn 1b. Pawn 1b is here, and pawn 1b is here. Okay. Which is weird because it shouldn't be here. It should be here. It's not. Okay, I can't move. Hmm. Okay. Something's still messed up because I got another copy of pawn 1b up here. All right, pawn 1h is stuck. So, yeah, I've got two copies of pawn 1b. Fact. Yeah. Pawn 1B. Yeah, got 2 copies of Pawn 1B. So something is still wrong. That. Hmm. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something's wrong. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Uh, hmm. Well, I'm going to close that window because we don't need to look at that anymore because it's not moving anywhere. If my pawns are all kind of stuck. They could technically attack one of the invisible pieces, but that would just crash the game. I have to say, made some progress at least today. Fixed some buggy wuggies. Yeah, I didn't make a lot of progress, but I made some progress. Which is nice. Oof. 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 3. We have the game. Movement. Screen. E on to B5. Or if I want to get fusing pawn to b5 is, let's see, that's b5 is because I have the chessboard turned on its side. Uh, chess. Wait. Chess board setup. So, uh, okay. B5. Okay. So that's b5. b5 is here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. And that's queens, knights. Yes. I think I will not do that. Yeah, technically I have the chessboard turned on its side, at least as far as the viewer is concerned. Really should be at the bottom and top. Let me make sure I've got the chessboard set up correctly for a bottom and top. I believe I do. Yeah, okay. I did actually turn the chessboard on its side correctly. If it was, if the pieces were down at the bottom and at the top, then the black squares would be in the upper right and lower left, not where they are now. Good. Very good. Very, very good. I think. No, no, that is correct. Well, I think I'm gonna call it. So only because I don't have any ideas for what I want to do today. There's some big thing. I mean, I have obviously this whole list of stuff that I want to do, but it's all pretty big stuff, and dinner's on the way, and it's Friday, so it usually means doing stuff, doing Friday stuff. Oh man, I feel the sleepies taking me. That's not good. So that's another sign that I'm just gonna call it. Uh, thank you for joining. Those of you who have joined. Interesting. Thank you for joining. Those of you who have joined. Uh, I'm gonna find a raid to raid, and then I'm gonna go have some dinner food. See, tomorrow I will be playing Borderlands as usual. Tomorrow will be my big old Borderlands stream, wherein I play Borderlands and shoot things, and I will be looting them and shooting them. Maybe have a do a villain song. No, I will not be doing a villain song. Oh, huh. And when then I will see you then. Good night, good evening, and good luck.